At the age of 37, I was separated from my wife and heading for divorce. For the next year, I holed up in my new apartment, spending little time with anyone but my children. Some say I was working on myself, but truth be told, I was just hiding out in a fog. Little over a year later, the fog lifted and I ventured into the dating world when I invited myself over to a woman's house for dinner. I was immediately smitten. It was more of that feeling of, oh my God, somebody likes me and maybe I'm not broken. About 4 months into this new, exciting relationship, I introduced her to my family. And my older brother hit me with what felt like a 2x4 when he said, "She's just like your ex." At first, I got defensive, then I got angry, and then I realized he was absolutely right. After I realized I was with another woman that I was not compatible with, I quickly ended the relationship. The dating games began. I figured I just want to have fun. I proceeded to spend the next couple of years dating, picking up women at bars, Match.com, etc., hoping that something might stick. If you ask my friends about it now, they will say that I was a player. Whatever I was, it wasn't who I wanted to be. Around 2002, I became frustrated with the long line of non-compatible women I was meeting. Initially, these women who were my polar opposites were exciting, but I quickly became frustrated or bored. I wanted something long-term. I wanted a real relationship. But what did that look like? I had known of Excite.com as an advisor and business consultant. I had worked with Linda and her team on creating better communication among coworkers and was amazed at how well we could teach people to get along and also help people understand their natural abilities, plug them into the right career path. On one particular day, Linda and I were working together and she asked how my love life was going. I had one word for her: awful. We talked about compatibility and I asked her if the exciting insight assessment would work for dating. Linda looked at me and said, "Of course it will. In fact, it is ideally designed for personal relationships." My life was about to change. From that point on, whenever I met someone that I was interested in, I would have them take the assessment and check how closely they matched up to my perceived cognifile. At first, I was most excited about those women who were opposite of me in terms of compatibility. Once I started to become more aware of this tendency, I began to really focus on those women that aligned with me and my cognifile. Time passed and I was ready to give it all up until I met a woman who intrigued me more than any other. However, there was no way I was going to get involved without her taking the assessment. She did, and her cognifile came back as full-on compatible, which is when we really started dating. Our communication was amazing. Initially, we would talk for hours, and it seemed like only minutes. She knew what I said when I said it. I knew what she wanted, and we did indeed finish each other's sentences. It's almost 15 years later. We're happier than ever. We're often referred to as a power couple. Our unique preferences have led us on a journey together as motivational speakers who have realized our quest to teach and understand why we do what we do. Both of us are multitaskers, spontaneous, articulate with words, energized by interactions with people, and interested in creating harmony with those we touch. People sense our compatibility, our energy. My soulmate, Angie, and I have a similar way of thinking and communicating, and it is an amazing feeling to be so in sync. Linda and Excite's technology gave me the comfort of knowing this relationship can work, and it was okay to put my whole self into it. I learned how to determine the best possible companion and friend that has resulted in a long-term relationship using this incredible science of the mind technology. For others, this program absolutely can be a tool to help individuals find and connect on a real level. I know for me it certainly has.